Hey, if you love being surrounded by natural beauty like I do, and you dream of creating an oasis in your backyard, Star Nursery is the place to go.
Yeah.
Not only do they have everything that you need for spring planting, they have experts who will keep you digging in the right direction.
That's right. Joining us now is Paul Noe, otherwise known as Dr. Q from Star Nursery. We go from one doctor to another.
I know.
Totally
Thank you
different
very
doctor.
much.
We're full of it.
It's great to have you, friend. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome
Thank you.
back.
Great to be back.
We're lucky here because, spring doesn't start in some places till like April or May.
Hey.
We're like there already. It's
Oh,
on its
yeah.
way. Tips on like giving us the perfect like spring vegetable herb gardening. How can we get this started in our own backyard? Things can grow here.
So
Yes,
excited.
a lot of people don't think that they can grow vegetables.
Yeah.
Well, if you try to put them in our soil,
No, our soil's terrible.
they won't grow.
Yeah.
And if you try to put them out sometimes with western or southern exposure, the heat gets them in the summer
Yeah.
and they will burn. So, but if you put them in the right place, you give them some good potting soil or vegetable and herb mix, they will do very well here with a little bit of afternoon sun protection, and you can grow all kinds of great things here. Now's the time to put in the spring or warm weather crops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Things like tomatoes up here.
Oh,
on the
are these
end.
Tomatoes?
Those are all tomatoes.
Oh, wow.
Peppers.
All right.
There's all these things like lettuce, eggplants, and then we also have all of the perennial herbs. These are all the vegetables that are warm weather that should be put in the spring. All of the herbs can be planted, and they are perennials, so they last all year.
Wow.
So
That's amazing. They can last through that hot summer.
Yep.
Isn't it?
I think
Yeah.
we're all just convinced because we always go down, down to the fruit and produce section. And like, oh, this is where I get this stuff. I can't just grow this. I have to get it here. In actuality, you could have that whole grocery store in your backyard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And even if you have just small spaces, a patio or whatever, you can do little container gardens, like putting in these pots.
Yeah.
You can do a little windowsill, even inside the house.
Oh, wow.
Like on a
Wow.
on a kitchen windowsill where the light's coming in. As long as this has good light
And no cats.
and no cats.
Cats will gnaw.
Yeah. then
kitty cat.
these herbs will do great inside there.
No
Most
question.
of these vegetables do need to be outside where they get a lot more indirect sunlight.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So-
they'll do very well here.
My husband and I have had best luck with basil. By the way, the first year here, I planted a bunch of herbs west facing.
Uh-huh.
And I blew it because they had that
Uh-oh.
hot afternoon sun. They did well for about a month, and then I just killed them.
In their household,
So-
they call that the herbless summer. It's
The
very
herbless?
sad.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a very sad
We're
summer.
still
We don't talk
recovering
about
from
that.
that.
Yeah.
What do you think grows the very best here? What are you a fan of personally in your garden?
Well, the easiest things to grow here
Sure,
Help us.
easiest.
are
Yeah, for the
basically
dummies. I'm a dummy.
tomatoes, peppers,
tomatoes.
squash are really easy to grow. Things like radishes that produce very, very quickly, and other things that are good. Tomatoes, there's a little bit of a trick to, there's two different types of tomatoes.
Okay.
They're either classified as determinate or indeterminate.
Okay.
What's
And
what?
determinate means that they grow up to a certain size, usually about 4 feet.
Okay.
And then when they get a bud on the terminal branch up here at the top, they stop growing.
Oh.
And all the flowers come on them about the same time.
Okay.
And they all ripen about the same time.
Yeah.
That's what commercial growers use so that they can harvest.
So
But
those have been
home-
kind of, it worked a little bit to
But
work all work at
homeowner
once.
growers,
Yeah.
if you like to can or make sauces, those are the kinds you want because then you can collect
all
a
at
large amount
That's
all
right.
at one time.
Yeah.
The indeterminate ones continue to grow all season and flower and produce. So those are the ones most homeowner gardens want to use because then you can pick tomatoes all through the season.
So I'd just like to say that Morning Anchor Ross DeMatte and I,
Yeah.
we're going to have a contest.
Are you really?
Of who can grow the tallest tomato this year. So I'm calling you out right now, Ross.
Really?
I'm going to grow
Is this
a
happening?
taller tomato than you.
Make sure
By the
you
way,
grow
help
the
me, help me.
indeterminate one.
Okay.
This became the
That's
WWE
just
of
my information.
growing
Yes,
tomatoes all of a sudden.
yes.
Just cut a promo on
Should
it.
I do cherry tomatoes or which kind? We'll talk
Well,
afterwards. Okay.
here's the one thing. I watch a lot of This Old House, and I watch it,
yeah.
and I'm like, wow, look at that. And I don't know the first thing about building a house still, but I've been watching it for years. We can talk about this all day, but you actually want people to get involved. You have a seminar where people can do just that.
Yes, we have a seminar tomorrow morning, Saturday morning at 9 o'clock at 3 of our local locations. At our Charleston location,
Okay.
at our Tropicana location, Tropicana and Fort Apache, and at our Blue Diamond store
my neighborhood.
location.
Yes.
Right there.
Awesome.
I'll be doing that one at Blue Diamond.
There we
so
go.
Will you really?
I will be there.
You know where Dr. Q is? It's right
Guys,
near
you
her
can go
too.
see Dr. Q tomorrow morning.
We'll have free coffee and donuts for anybody who wants to skip breakfast and come over.
Here we go.
Do they have, so at my location, the eastern location, they have the working kitties. Do they have working kitties at the Blue Diamond location?
Yes, they do.
As well? I love Star Nursery.
Dr. Q's
So much fun.
he's been performing surgeries on black thumbs forever, and he's creating green thumbs as far as the eye can see. Star Nursery, they have 16 garden center locations and 9
16?
rock yards across the Southwest. You can find a location nearest you by going to starnursery.com or call the number on your screen. Don't forget to get in a spring vegetable and herb garden seminar at 3 other locations tomorrow morning. Star Nursery, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend, and
All
they
right.
helped
Okay.
JJ a lot.